Welcome to the show. This is Tony Michael Lee, the artist of real art, not fake art, where you actually get an investment out of the deal. This is the tale of two snakes, which that's the way it's always been. There's always a good river, a bad river, a good tree, a bad tree. Righteousness versus evil inside our hearts and other people's hearts. No one is better than you. No one is worse. We're all at the top of the mountain. Just some people don't know that, do they? The music is unmonetized 100%. And the painting, my painting, is 100% monetized by me, Tony Michael Lee, trademarked by the United States Patent Office. And we do sweep constantly. I may be more than just some guy making crappy YouTube videos. You notice the crappy YouTube videos are the ones that have the content and the others don't. So you have two serpents, okay? One representing righteousness, one evil. Okay, now you can pick which one you think it is. You have Bitcoin and you have Bitcoin Cash. Some people in Bitcoin have become very venomous towards people that like Bitcoin Cash. I wonder why that is. Now the name calling like of Kim Dotcom, the brutality, keeping him on the island of New Zealand, but he can't leave even though he's committed no crime. Keeping Edward Snowden, the top CIA agent, absolutely the top, and contractor. Formerly NSA contractor as well. So anyways, let's take a look at these two serpents and say they represent Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash and the heart of man. Bitcoin Cash destroys the New World Order. It destroys fiat currency, which is not real money backed by gold. They lie to you. They always lie. You know, my people are very confused. They really are. These fake books creep in, you know, and try to tell you how to read the one book. So I don't follow any kind of teaching that tells me how to learn a particular holy book. Certainly if a book's holy, it's holy. I'm not going to lie about it, right? Of course not. Then I wouldn't be Tony Michael Lee TML. The private investigator principle. I'm human. Just like these two beasts here represent humanity. The good and the bad. The righteousness and the evil. Which one's righteous? Which one's evil? Which one's male? Which one's female? Which one's masculine? Which represents femininity? What's the good part of the painting? The bright side, the positive side. What's the negative side? There's no one that's producing art like mine. There's no one that's producing art in this entire world like mine. And I'm not going to have any fake humility about it. The fake humility. Why? Why would I do that? That would be cheating myself. A spiritual leader once told me, do it for you, not for anybody else, not your family, not anybody, your children, your wife. Do it for you. And then, of course, it all precipitates, right? It percolates up to the top and helps your immediate family, etc. Now, we all know the CIA, MK Ultra, and FBI Fusion Center are basically the leaders of the intelligence community, which the New World Order, which is just basically 10 criminal families approximately, who pretend to be of a certain religion when they don't have any religion except Lucifer. These books that claim to show the way, how to learn the Bible, for example, are not really teaching you about anything. Now, they don't want you to get into spiritual things, okay? So you can't do that. You're not supposed to be watching this video. Don't talk politics, don't talk religion. That's the orders from the New World Order. But they're very much into politics and religion. But they don't want you to be, because then you become awake. Even if the religion is no label. Even if it is straight from the Torah, the 5 books of Moses, the books of the patriarchs like Ruth. There's no sexism in the Bible. It's just the way it is, the masculinity and the femininity. And that's exactly the way women want it. They want masculine men. And men want feminine women. And there's always going to be that battle between them to understand each other, which builds the family, which builds the man and the woman together as one. And what the intelligence community will do everything they can is to separate this relationship between a man and a woman. And there's no rules, so that's the one rule that Mossad has is no rule. Well, I actually have 3. The second one is kind of the same, but a little bit different, no rules. And the third one is finally, you get some space here to breathe, and it's no rules as well. So there's no rules. And that's some of the false teachings. That it's okay if I kill, rape, steal, torture, because I'm higher than other people and better. I'm called the chosen one. Really? Do you know God? Oh, of course. I can speak Hebrew. The street Hebrew, modern, and also I can speak the Bible Hebrew. I can go there and show off and pretend and pray in God's language. Well, it is His language, and it's a great language, but they're all God's languages now. Things have changed. Some things never changed, like the morality, the relationship between a man and a woman. That's what they want to destroy, is your marriage. That's why they move some perverts beside you and your wife and tell your wife while you're at work that she should divorce her husband. And why the husband goes and tells the husband, wow, if I were you, I'd just leave. I would kill myself, right? Because that's how the CIA, MK Ultra, and the FBI Fusion Center operate in their criminal world. They're the criminals, but they're always talking about, we're the criminals, we're the perverts, we're the pedophiles, we're the bad guys, and they're the good guys, and the righteous ones. They're not righteous. They have no righteousness in them. They wouldn't know righteousness if it was a head-on collision both cars going 150 miles an hour. They wouldn't know what righteousness was. Okay, they're not called, they're not chosen. That's why they're blind. I say call and choose yourself. And stay away from fake gods like Lucifer. Lucifer's not the real God. He's the fallen angel. So why do you waste your time with him? Oh, because he was made by God. And then what happened? Well, I don't want to talk about that. Right, you don't want to talk about that he fell from heaven, which is not a place merely, but it's first and foremost the highest position in the universe. The close to God as you can get. Now, we have the humanity, okay, which is the last thing to get transformed, transfigured. The first thing is the human spirit. When someone sees the truth and receives God into their heart and stops lying in the intel and admits it's a lie. It's all a lie against the American people. All lies. You have to put lies into the supercomputer. But in the meantime, the intelligence community is very jealous of intellectuals. Like me, for example, I'm an intellectual. Oh, he brags about it. I hear you brag about your bad jiu-jitsu, your horrible Brazilian jiu-jitsu, your horrible martial arts, your horrible intelligence, your fake intel that you gather. You lie about yourself, that you're out at a bar, just having a drink with you and several other people. You got your wives with you because nobody's destroying your family, because we wouldn't do that. We have morals, but you have no morals. Okay? So then one of your wives, one of your whores, go over there and try to pick a fight with one of the guys who you're gang stalking, who's targeted on the CIA, MK Ultra, FBI Fusion Center death list on one of the tarot card apps that are on your cell phone. The other one is to gain access to people's electronics and drain their memory into your data bank so you have more info to put into the supercomputer. Human intelligence, HI, is always superior to artificial intelligence, 100%. I think I've just proved that, haven't I? Well, you can't tell unless you're an intellectual, which you're not, and you never will be. But for the good people in the world who follow Tony Michael Lee, even though it only shows I have 10 views, when there could be at least, 100 or 200, that's fine. Google, YouTube, owned by other people. Me, I'm owned by God.